I grew up in Dunn County, and I grew up feeling safe and having a safe environment and not ever having to feel uncomfortable, never locking our doors. And then when I got out of meth, I was one that was taking the safety and the freedom away from the community. Dunn County and a couple other counties are actually what saved my life and changed my life around, because I needed to go to prison. I mean, if I went to got sentenced to prison, I'm about 90% positive I would still be using.
Since I've quit using, I've got my daughter back, got my driver's license, I got my high school diploma.
When we talk about support, we talk about NA, AA, the community, anybody in the family who's able to step up and say, we will embrace you, we will support you, let's move forward.
If you're involved with methamphetamine and you don't know any other way out, come in and see law enforcement. And again, our objective is not to arrest people and throw them in jail. But you got to get started on a recovery road. You don't have to come to law enforcement. It could also be human services. It could be the hospital. You can go all sorts of places and ask for help.
I think that prevention, I can sit and talk about the effects of the drug, and I can talk about the intervention that we do, but that stuff wouldn't have to exist if it didn't start in the first place. And I think really getting the message across that that's not something that you ever do. That's not something that you try. The more that we can talk about the amplified effects of that, the severe deterioration that happens in families and just with people in general when they use that drug.
It's heartbreaking. I don't know, it scares me because I have a daughter and she's 3 and I don't want to see her have to go through what I went through. So I guess that's the hardest thing for me, is what's becoming of the world due to drugs.
This isn't just a regular drug. This is a drug that kind of swoops down and destroys families and communities.
I'd like families to know that there is hope for a better future, that there's always hope.
This is such a devastating drug. It's the ugliest drug I've ever dealt with. And like I said, I don't dislike the people that are using it, but I just hate that drug.
If you're in trouble and you need medical care, or people in the medical field and hospital here in Dunn County will help you. We just want to make sure that people aren't starting, or if they are starting, will get help.
It would be my hope that that students, young people, would realize that the community is here to provide them help, and that they will accept that.
I'm definitely done with meth. I've made my decision to be done.
Because we want our schools to be places where students can all learn to live a truly meaningful life.
Because we don't want to see you in one of our squad cars.
Or in one of our jail cells.
And we don't want to have to put you there.
Because we don't want you to end up in one of our emergency rooms, or something even worse.
So for the sake of our families, friends,
sons and daughters,
we are done with meth.